matter. Black lives matter. People, black lives matter. What? Black lives matter. Say what? Black lives matter. Say what? Black lives matter. Get louder. 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 Black lives matter. Say her name. Priscilla Slater. 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 Now scream her name. Priscilla Slater. Now scream her name. Priscilla Slater. Now scream her name. Priscilla Slater. 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 Say 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 her name. Bring it up! Scream her name!
Priscilla Slater!
Scream her name!
Priscilla Slater!
Scream her name! 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 Scream her name!
Priscilla Slater!
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 Say 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 her name!
Priscilla Slater!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
What?
Black lives matter!
What?
Black lives matter!
What?
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Black lives matter!
Man, here we are again in front of this empty. It's like they only use this to kill people or something. I don't know. What do they use this shit for? Where you at? So, here we are again, back at this. What is this? A police department? A police? Whatever this place is. It's an execution factory where they lynch black and brown lives. And we here to make sure that shit never happens again. We are here to demand accountability and demand justice. The family of our beautiful black queen still hasn't gotten any answers as to what happened here that led to the death of their family member, which is, it's disgusting. It's disgusting that we have human beings on this planet who are able to act with immunity in any situation, any circumstances. They're able to break laws, though they're here to enforce laws. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And what doesn't make sense is a so-called leader who's supposed to lead a community in the right direction is understanding why some people might want to be white supremacy. Which means that you yourself have tendencies and thoughts of a white supremacist. Which means that you are unfit to serve this community that is over 50% African American. So what does that mean? That means, and from my understanding, this comment was sparked by our presence. By us being out here and causing a ruckus and not bringing peace to the communities, not allowing business as usual, and outraging the whites that are in this community, that warranted the response from the mayor to say he can understand their frustration. But somehow he can't understand our frustration. He can't understand what led us to this point to be out here in these streets for 63 days. He can't understand what led us to this point to be outraged and to really, really physically mobilize and demand change. He doesn't understand where we're coming from. But somehow you can understand where the white supremacists are coming from. If that doesn't tell you how out of touch he is with the community, I don't know what else he can do other than be out here executing himself. Be out here executing Black lives himself, doing the dirty work himself. But no, he doesn't have to do that dirty work because he has a police force that's going to do that dirty work for him. So today, we say any officers, because I heard it was a couple officers on leave, so they got an investigation going on, they got some officers on administrative leave, so they already know what happened. They already know what happened. But they're choosing not to tell the community. Why? I don't know. I can speculate. I can think of a lot of reasons why they choose not to tell us. Maybe it's that fucked up that they just don't want us to know. But regardless of what's going on, we need answers, and we need them now. We need accountability, and we need it now. We need transparency, and we need it now. Because this community and all the communities around here, Detroit and the surrounding communities, we cannot continue to go in a direction where we can make America great. Because America's never been great, so we can't make it great again. But we do have the opportunity to make America great. And the only way that's going to happen is if we make a new America. We create a new system where shit like this can't happen. There's no reason why someone should be detained, completely healthy, and 12 hours later they're pronounced dead in custody of police officers who are supposed to protect you. It's a disconnect there. And if leadership of this city cannot make that connection, everybody needs to go. Everybody needs to go. If we can't have that type of transparency with this community between elected officials and citizens, then everybody who's elected needs to be de-elected, and we need to re-elect somebody who's actually going to talk to the community. Because they've been silent. They've been silent. It's the same problem we have in Detroit with Duggan. Duggan's silence is terrible. Pointer's silence is terrible.
Thanks.
And he needs to resign. He needs to step down right now. There's been multiple people in the community, multiple officials, actually, who said that he needs to step down. But today, Detroit Will Breathe is telling Mayor Kenneth Pointer to go look for another job. Maybe Family Dollar or McDonald's or something like that. But you can't be the mayor of Harper Woods no more. We making that call. You can't be the mayor of Harper Woods no more because you have no regard for Black lives, you have sympathy for white supremacists, and you are silent.
Welcome.
Those are not traits of a leader. Those are not traits of a leader of a majority Black community. And those are not traits of somebody who's going to stay mayor of the city. So like I said, we made a commitment every single day. I mean, not every single day, I'm sorry. Every single week that we will be out here until we get justice for Priscilla. But I also think we need to continue this fight in Harper Woods until they have leaders who actually care about them in the city.
Yes.
So we're going to stay fighting for Harper Woods until this mayor makes the right decision. I heard you've been a mayor since the 1990s. 97. 97. It's time to pack it up, buddy. It's time to pack it up. It's time to pack it up. You didn't have a good run. But maybe you can have a good run home because it's time to pack it up. It's time to pack it up. So I implore all of you to do everything you can do to make our messages be heard. Reach out to the city council and get in the city council meetings, okay? Call this shitty ass building. If somebody ever is in the building, maybe somebody can pick up and you can talk to them. But what's gonna happen and what's gonna help move this forward is if we continue to educate the community. We gotta keep doing what we're doing out here in these communities, because in the streets is where we really get justice and where we can really get people on board with what's going on and educated with the problems that's really going on in your city, in your state, in your country. And then we can have a force strong enough to do whatever we need to do. Whatever we need to do. Whatever we need to do. Because the people together is strong enough to change anything, create anything, move anything. We can fucking pick this building up and push it somewhere else for some Patrick shit. Like, for real. Like, we really could. We really could. We really could. We just gotta believe that. We gotta believe that. And we gotta stay strong, and we gotta stay together. We gotta stay fighting for justice for all of our black and brown sisters. That's why you see how King family coming out here every day, because they really with it. They really with it. And we stand with them too, because we really with it. So we're gonna make sure we get justice for Priscilla. We're gonna make sure all of the white supremacist leaders step down, get them out of office. Let's get people who actually care about going forward in an equal and just manner. Equal and just equal. Just equal. We're not asking to be any more than anybody else. We're just asking to have equal opportunity, equal exposure, equal benefit of the doubt, all of that shit. We need all of it. So, I mean, shit, I keep going about ranting and that and this and that. But the fact of the matter is that the mayor of Harper Woods has to go. He has to go. We cannot go forward with racist leadership. We cannot. When you have multiple officials and multiple leaders in the community demanding that this mayor steps down, and you said, oh no, I think about it, I see how I feel.
What?
That's Donald Trump, guys. Donald Trump got to go too.
Yeah.
All right? So we out here.
That's some monarchy vibes.
Yeah, Jackie!
Yeah, Jackie!
I'm John T. I'm organizing the Detroit with you.
Yes!
I just want to make it very clear for those that are with us, that haven't been this is a vibe check. Okay? That's what this is. This is a very giant vibe check because the vibes are all wrong in this country. I want to talk about dehumanization, vilification, and criminalization.
Yes!
Right?
Preach.
We out here for equality. Nothing more, nothing less. And what nothing less means is that as this vibe check, we are checking the vibes that are trying to take away black people's humanity. Right? When you criminalize somebody, what you do is you discount their humanity, and we all fucking do this shit. We normalize their rights being taken away. Priscilla Slater was in police custody, and she died. We don't know why. We don't know what she did, but a lot of people, they hear in their ears, police custody. And then they immediately paint Priscilla as somebody who is a devil, somebody who is not in us, somebody who is not equal and deserving of the fucking human rights, right? Vibe check. We ain't letting nobody get dehumanized anymore. When it happens, you have to face the vibe check. Harper Woods is experiencing that. Greater Metro Detroit is experiencing that. But the world is experiencing it. This is a global movement. And like globally, collectively, together, we are the ones keeping our humanity intact. We gotta remember that. We are the arbiters of justice. These motherfuckers aren't real. They've lost all of our confidence. They've lost my confidence. They don't do anything to further the development of black people and brown people. All they do is oppress. These motherfuckers are not here to protect our lives. They're here to protect capitalist property. And are we here for black lives or capital?
Black lives!
And that's why Black Lives Matter. That's why Black Lives Matter. We don't need these motherfuckers. We don't need them. That's what we've been trying to tell these people. We run these streets. We're the ones developing. We're the ones educating. And when I say we, I'm not talking about Detroit World Period. I'm talking about everybody fucking here, everybody listening, the people, the movement, united. We are individual actors doing individual creative work as makers of history. That is a revolutionary situation. Not lip service and violence for the sake of violence. And that's my TED Talk. That's my rant. I just want to let y'all know, man. First and foremost, it comes a lot of responsibility with being the vibe check, all right? And it doesn't end when you pack up and you go home. It also is in the conversations that you have. Not just, I know everything is politicized nowadays. You don't have to stop buying Goya beans, but if somebody fucking says some whack shit around you or tries to dehumanize someone around you, we are no longer letting that happen. We are no longer letting that fly. And that is law. That is order. We run streets. Black Lives Matter. All power to the working people.
What up, y'all? All right. Y'all don't know me. My name is Alan. I don't know what to call myself. The organization. I'm just a trumpet player. I mean, you know.
You are an organizer.
Okay, so I am an organizer. That's good enough too. So I love all y'all. And it's good to see y'all. But so we out here. Been out here for 63 days, I think. I don't know. I lost count. But 63 days, and so much has happened within that 63 days. You know, we got beat up early July. Still so many crimes, so many accusations, so many charges that are absurd that are still happening today for Black lives. You know, we here for Priscilla Slater, and the police not even here. You know, because they know that they scared. The masses is what scared them. And if y'all was at the car caravan yesterday, y'all should have saw Birmingham. Is that Birmingham? Y'all should have saw Birmingham police. They had no idea what to do. We overwhelmed them. They made a path for us to be like, they blocked traffic off. Like, just go that way because we got something going on. It's like they don't know what's going on. But you know, I saw this one police officer. He was just like, he just shook his head like, yeah, just go. Like, but it's things like that that change the world. It's things like that that show the world that with a movement like this, we can get justice. We can get justice for any Black life further on in life. Because I'm tired. We out here because we all tired of seeing injustice. And so I was up there for Grace's full night, all night sit-in. And you know, I spoke up there. And to be detained, to be in a detention center for not doing your homework is one of the most absurd things that I've ever heard in my life. You know how many times I didn't do my homework? And it's only because she's Black. Only because she's Black. Priscilla Slater, this crime, this investigation has not even been further ongoing or just swept under the rug or forgotten about because she's Black. We're tired of not getting justice, of not even getting investigations for police brutality, for whatever. You'd be surprised at what happens in the hood, y'all. Like, and you'd be surprised what the police don't care about. You know? So that's why we still out here. That's why we still gonna keep going until we get justice. The civil rights movement back in the late 40s to late 60s, that was a whole over 20-year movement. I don't know how long it's gonna last. We gonna keep going until we get justice. Period. All right? That's all I want to say. I love you.
Fuck these bitches. It's our police station. This my shit. I have reclaimed this spot for the people. Where they at though? Where they at the moment? I'm not inciting them either, and I'm not actually talking shit for you guys just to listen. We are actually just mobbing this for me. But let us normalize disregard for the city police, whatever the fuck. I'm out here for all these motherfuckers badges. Ain't no such thing as a good cop to me. That's John T. personally. A revolutionary is a non-conformist, right? So I don't think that there are any arbiters within our system that have gotten us to this point where we can rely on to actually, give the people power from these motherfuckers. So we gotta take it. We have to take it. We're going to take it. We are taking it. This is a radical, revolutionary thing we're doing right here. Sitting on these motherfuckers we literally on their couch. Like fucking a couch. You know what I'm saying? Vibe check. It's vibe check. It's vibe check. I'm playing with y'all. Welcome to the revolution. Yeah, you must be good. This is a cipher.
Hey, that's what happens when we don't get justice. We gotta go hard. My name is Jordan Weber. I'm an organizer with Detroit Will Breathe. I just straight up, I'm an engineer. You know how many times I did not do my homework? And I'm an engineer. And they say that it's, it was more than just that Grace didn't do her homework. It was other things. She was being violent towards her family, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, but we all know the reason, they think the answer is to throw her in jail. But we know, and that's why we're out here, that the answer is not just to throw people in jail. It's part of a bigger issue. Throwing her in jail does nothing except make it worse. This girl needs mental health support. She needs social support, educational support, all the support she can get. She deserves it. Why? Because she's a human being. And that's the problem, is that these people are constantly trying to take the humanity out of Black and brown lives. They see us as disposable, not important. It doesn't matter, just throw them in a jail cell. And then what the hell happens? Our sister Priscilla Slater died in the jail cell, and we don't know how. They can't even tell us how. They can't even tell us how. What the fuck? And I keep saying it because we still don't have justice, so I'm going to keep saying it. All Black Lives Matter all the time. No matter what they say, no matter what they try to do, no matter how they try to spin the narrative, all Black lives have to matter all the damn time. And in the case of Priscilla Slater, we're going to stay out here until we figure out what the hell happened. And to that racist ass mayor of Harper Woods, you're done. You're done. Anybody who empathizes with the white supremacists should never, ever, ever represent any of the people. Because white supremacy, they suck out the humanity from Black and brown lives. They don't believe in our humanity. They don't believe that we deserve justice, truth, chances, a life. So that's all I have to say. It's just the power is in the movement, the power is in our numbers. You can still see they ain't home. And we sitting on their couches waiting for them. So the power's in the movement. Don't ever, ever doubt that. The power's in the numbers, in the movement, in the revolution.
Yeah.
Do you understand? The power's in the revolution. This is the revolution. We are the revolution.
Yeah.
We're out get it. That's all I have.
So, you about to get back, but my last thing I want to say, one line, literally, I promise, is that if we are going to get accountability and justice and answers, it's going to come with us continuing to come out the streets and mobilize. And we see that was true to some extent as far as getting answers with the Hakeem situation. When we mobilized that day and they got the video out that day, right? So there's no reason why we shouldn't have information on the east side shooting. We shouldn't have video footage. We shouldn't have information on that. There's no reason why we shouldn't have information on what happened in Priscilla months ago. So we got to continue to show up and show out every time there's answers to be had, right? Anytime there's a story to be told about what happened to one of our black and brown sisters, or for anybody in the community at that point, at the hands of officials and police officers, we need to show up and show out and mobilize and get those answers right away. Because we see how they drag their feet if they feel like people don't really want to know what's going on. They're like, all right, well, it's not that one. We might get away with this. We could just
Yeah,
shoot.
but it doesn't fit their narrative.
Right? So we gotta show up and show out as soon as possible anytime we hear injustice like this. All right? All right, let's march back. That wasn't one line, but yeah.